You ever met someone who made the world feel a little quieter, a little calmer, as if everything suddenly made sense? That person who feels like home, even if you've only known them for a short time. It's rare, but sometimes two people meet and it doesn't feel like coincidence. It feels like destiny gently pulling two souls back together. You can't quite explain it, but something deep inside you whispers, "This is where I'm meant to be." Science calls it emotional synchrony, when two minds and hearts start mirroring each other in ways they can't control. Psychologists say it's one of the strongest signs of genuine compatibility, and most people experience it without even realizing what's happening. In this video, we're uncovering 7 sweet signs that show you and your partner are truly meant to be together. Each one reveals something powerful about how real connection works, from the way your energy aligns to how your emotions begin to move in sync. And here's the best part, the last sign might surprise you, because it's the one most people overlook when they think about lasting love. So stay with me until the end, and see if you recognize these signs in your own relationship. Welcome to Psychology Zone, where we explore the hidden patterns of the human heart and mind. If you love learning what makes connections deeper and more meaningful, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and join our growing community of curious minds, because sometimes love isn't found like it's remembered. Sign 1. You feel completely yourself around them. Before we even dive into this first sign, ask yourself this. Have you ever met someone who makes you feel like you don't have to pretend? Someone you can be your messy, honest, unfiltered self with, and they still look at you like you're enough? That's the kind of peace real connection brings. When two people are truly meant to be together, the masks come off naturally. You don't have to impress them. You don't have to carefully choose every word. You can laugh too loud, share your weird thoughts, or talk about your fears, and still feel accepted. Psychologists call this emotional safety, a feeling that tells your brain and body, "I'm safe here." It's not just comfort, it's trust on a deeper level. Because when you know you won't be judged or rejected, your authentic self starts to shine. Think about those moments when you say something silly, and instead of judging, they laugh with you. Or when you open up about your insecurities, and they don't try to fix you, they just listen. That's not ordinary chemistry, and that's real compatibility. You can feel it in your body too. Your shoulders relax. Your voice sounds lighter. It's the kind of ease that tells you, I don't need to be anyone else around this person. And when that happens, it's one of the sweetest signs that you're not just in love. You're exactly where you're meant to be. Sign 2. Silence feels comfortable. Before we explore this next sign, think about this. Have you ever sat beside someone in complete silence, and it didn't feel strange at all? No words, no pressure to fill the space. Just calm. Quiet peace that feels like a conversation in itself. That's a rare kind of comfort. Most relationships rely on words to stay connected. But when two people are truly meant to be, silence becomes something beautiful. It's not awkward or heavy, it's warm, like a shared breath that says, I'm here and that's enough. Psychologists call this emotional attunement, a deep connection where both people sense each other's feelings without needing to speak. You can read their mood through small things, the way they breathe, the look in their eyes, or just the energy they give off. It's as if your hearts are having a quiet conversation of their own. Imagine sitting in a car driving for miles without talking, yet feeling completely together. Or spending an evening side by side, each doing your own thing and still feeling connected. That's not emptiness. That's harmony. This kind of silence doesn't demand attention. It gives peace. It tells you that the bond is strong enough to exist without effort, without noise, without constant reassurance. And when you find someone who can share that silence with you, it's not just comfort, it's a sign of true emotional closeness. Sign 3. You grow together, not apart. Before we get into this next sign, think for a moment. Have you ever met someone who doesn't just make you happy but makes you better? Someone whose presence quietly pushes you to rise, to heal, and to grow into the version of yourself you were meant to become. That's the kind of connection that lasts. Real love doesn't trap you or make you lose yourself. It gives you room to expand. When two people are truly meant to be, they don't drain each other, they nurture each other. Psychologists call this interdependent growth, where both people stay strong as individuals, but evolve together as a team. You inspire each other, not by force but through example. When one of you faces a challenge, the other doesn't pull away. They step closer, offering support, not solutions. Think about how it feels when you achieve something, and they celebrate your success like it's their own. Or when life gets messy, And instead of blaming, they stand beside you, reminding you that growth sometimes comes from struggle. That's emotional maturity, the ability to hold space for love and growth at the same time. You both learn, adapt, and build each other up without losing your individuality. It's not about being perfect together. It's about becoming stronger together. And when a connection inspires growth rather than dependency, it's not just love and its evolution shared between two souls walking the same path. Sign 4, you understand each other without words. Before we uncover this next sign, let me ask you, have you ever looked at someone and instantly knew what they were feeling, even when they said nothing at all? No explanations, no long talks, just a quiet understanding that comes from something deeper than words. That's what happens when two people share a genuine emotional connection. You begin to read each other through subtle cues, a shift in tone, a glance, or the way their energy changes in a room. It's not guessing, it's feeling. You sense their joy, their stress, or their sadness as if those emotions were your own. Psychologists call this empathic attunement, when two minds become so emotionally in sync that they start to mirror each other's states. It's like your nervous systems are quietly communicating beneath the surface. Even silence between you holds meaning, and sometimes you know what they need before they even ask. Think about the times you could tell something was wrong just by the way they said, "I'm fine," or how a single look could make you both laugh without a word being spoken. That kind of understanding isn't built overnight. It's the product of emotional closeness, trust, and genuine care. This invisible bond goes far beyond physical attraction or chemistry. It's the kind of connection that lives in energy, where words become optional, and presence says everything. When you reach that level of connection, communication turns into something effortless, and that's one of the sweetest signs you're truly meant to be. Sign 5, you handle conflicts with respect. Before we dive into this next sign, let me ask you, have you ever noticed how some couples can argue, yet never lose their sense of love for each other? No shouting, no cruel words, no silent treatment, just two people trying to understand, not win. That's the quiet strength of a relationship that's truly meant to be. Because no matter how perfect things seem, conflict will always find its way in. The difference is in how you handle it. When two people are emotionally mature, they don't use fights to hurt, they use them to grow. You both know that disagreement isn't a threat. It's a bridge toward better understanding. Instead of reacting with anger, you listen. You stay calm enough to care about what the other person is trying to say. Psychologists call this emotional regulation, a skill that lets love stay in control even when emotions rise. It's not about avoiding conflict, it's about facing it together, with respect and patience. You both take responsibility for your part, and even when you're upset, there's an unspoken line you never cross. Have you ever argued with someone but still felt connected afterward? Maybe even closer? That's because healthy conflict clears space for honesty and growth. When love is real, arguments don't tear you apart, they teach you how to hold on tighter. And when two people can fight with respect, it's not a sign of weakness. It's proof of a bond built on trust, maturity, and deep emotional understanding. Sign 6, you share the same core values and vision. Before we uncover this next sign, think for a second. Have you ever met someone who sees the world almost the same way you do? Not in every little detail, but in the things that truly matter. Honesty, kindness, loyalty, and growth. That's one of the strongest signs you're meant to be together. Because real compatibility isn't built on hobbies or habits. It's built on shared values and purpose. When your beliefs about life align, love feels less like a constant compromise and more like walking the same road, side by side. Psychologists say that shared values create relationship stability, a kind of emotional anchor that keeps couples steady through life's storms. Even if you have different personalities, careers, or interests, your core direction still points the same way. You might handle things differently, but your goals like peace, respect, growth, stay connected. Think about it. When both people value honesty, forgiveness, and effort, trust naturally grows stronger. There's no constant fear of betrayal, no pressure to pretend, because both of you live by the same emotional compass. And when your dreams for the future overlap, building a home, living with purpose, growing as humans, that shared vision becomes your bond. It's what keeps love grounded and long-lasting. Because when two hearts move in the same direction, no matter what challenges come, you always find your way back to each other. Sign 7, you feel at peace, not in doubt. Before we get into this final sign, ask yourself, have you ever been around someone who makes your heart feel steady, not racing. Someone who brings calm instead of confusion and safety instead of stress. That's the kind of peace that only comes from the right connection. When two people are truly meant to be, love doesn't feel like a guessing game. You don't wake up wondering if they care. You know they do. Psychologists say this kind of stability comes from secure attachment, where trust and consistency replace fear and uncertainty. It's the quiet comfort of knowing you're accepted exactly as you are. You can be vulnerable without worrying it'll be used against you later. Think about it. Real love doesn't keep you on edge. It grounds you. You don't feel drained trying to hold it together. Instead, you feel calm, centered, and at home in their presence. And that peace, that deep emotional stillness, is one of the clearest signs you've found someone who's truly meant to stay. When two souls are truly meant to be together, everything just flows naturally. There's no constant doubt, no endless effort, just a quiet understanding that love is safe here. It's not about perfection or having everything figured out. It's about peace, growth, and shared understanding. If you recognized your relationship in these signs, maybe it's because you've found the one meant for you, a person who doesn't complete you, but walks beside you to helping you become who you were always meant to be. If this video opened your eyes or touched your heart, share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your experiences, because your story might help someone else recognize their own. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel Psychology Zone, and turn on notifications for more powerful insights about love, connection, and the human mind. Because here on Psychology Zone, we believe that understanding yourself is the first step toward finding the kind of love that lasts.